Thank you, Siduri. That was really special. Thank you. And thank you again to Councilman Squilla and Senator Farnese. It is now my great honor and privilege to introduce Philadelphia's own poet laureate, Sonia Sanchez. She is a poet, an activist, a scholar, and an artist. She works with the Mural Arts Program. They recently completed, just in June, the Peace is a Haiku Song mural, which is just down the street at 14th and Christian. Encourage you guys to go check it out. And without further ado, I will turn it over for a very, very special reading by Sister Sonia Sanchez. Thank you.
Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Yeah, it is so good being here in a place called Philadelphia and to celebrate peace. It is so important that we begin to insinuate peace in our neighborhoods, in every place that we live. This is a book that we did, an anthology that we did on peace when we did a peace mural with the Mural Arts here in Philadelphia, and it's called Peace is a Haiku Song. And I'd just like to read you a couple things that I wrote in here. And then I want to do something special with you. Carlos Fuentes wrote, "The orange tree is a traveling tree, a natural witness to all human follies. The tree is the lush, beautiful fruit of the earth, of what is original and essential. And the earth," continues Fuentes, "is different from the world. The world passes away, but the earth endures and will always take care of us if we allow it to survive." And that, he says, is the purpose of both literature and life itself. To assure that life goes on, that life doesn't end. The story is left unfinished. This celebration of peace haiku assures us that life goes on, that life doesn't end, that we, my dear brothers and sisters, are remembered and endure like the earth. So I say to you, calling all women, men, children, students, calling all oceans, skies, clouds, trees, this is a peace journey, an anthology called Peace is a Haiku Song. No assassins allowed, no wars allowed, no greed allowed, no bullying allowed, no killings allowed, no arguments allowed, no gossip allowed, no homophobia allowed, no racism allowed here. Just the slow, quick smell of peace sliding from our tongues, our hands, our eyes. Calling all journeymen and journeywomen on this journey of words, of churches, schools, universities, homes, countries, cities, of banks and corporations, Congress and Senate, courtrooms and courtyards, of the White House, prisons and hospitals where men and women sometimes genuflect skeletons. Calling all peace warriors, let us genuflect peace every day. Peace is a human right. Toni Morrison said we die. That may be the meaning of life, but we do language. That may be the measure of our lives. And my dear sisters and brothers, how you do this thing called haiku and peace, how you anoint our eyes with surprise and beauty as you bring us into the flesh of rain and laughter called peace. How you walk us back into Kairos time, which is the time of the sacred, the holy, and the inbreaking of God in the affairs of humankind. How you do this thing called peace. Come, 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 my sisters and brothers. Come, 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 my sisters and brothers. Let us flush the world's flesh with peace and live, 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 live. That's a piece that I did for this book. I just want to read you some of the things that some of the people, there's a peace haiku here on Broad and Catherine. And if you get around, go see it. The Mural Arts, and they do these fantastic murals in the city of Philadelphia. When I travel around the world, I think about Philadelphia every time I see a mural. And Toni Morrison said, we will be judged by how well we have loved. And Toni Morrison said, war needs enemies, peace needs lovers. We see the love and lovers in this Philadelphia peace mural, Toni Morrison. Alice Walker said, though war is old, it has not become wise. And Maya Angelou wrote, On this platform of peace, we can create a language to translate ourselves to ourselves and to each other. And she said again, we tremble at the sound. It is what we have hungered for, not just the absence of war, but true peace. I just want to say to you, there are two things that I brought with me, some notebooks to pass out, because we can come every year and read poems about peace. But what I want you to do for me is to take one of these notebooks and for 1 year, write your thoughts about peace. In 3 months, we're going to pass around a yellow sheet. Put down your number, your telephone number, or your email. I know I'm old school. I call instead of using email, but I will, if push, use an email, okay? And we will call you for a meeting in 3 months at the Afro-American Historical Museum, but we'll sit down and read, because what I want you to become is a peace warrior. You understand the idea of a peace warrior? A peace warrior. You are going to do this magnificent thing called peace. Because I love this city called Philadelphia, and we must struggle to stay alive with peace on our tongues, hands, feet, eyes. I love the people in this city moving every day to stay alive, to take care of their families, to educate their children, to stay centered. Every day, I want you to write 2 or 3 lines about peace, how you promoted peace, how you helped to create what I call peace sites in the neighborhoods, in churches and homes, and have a peace room in our houses. When the discussion gets too heated, go to that peace room and sit and meditate on peace. We want to make peace a way of life in Philadelphia. We're going to pick up what I call peace from neglect, make it central to our lives, help to move lives, help to move it into our bloodstream. And so what I'm calling this is a Philadelphia Peace Journal, a year's meditation on peace. Sister Toni Morrison said again, and I want to repeat that, war needs enemies, peace needs lovers. We see the love and lovers in the Philadelphia Peace Mural and in meeting in neighborhoods. So what we're going to do is that we're going to ask you to begin peace sites. In my neighborhood on Shelton Avenue, I have a peace bench on my porch with the haiku from a child who's written the haiku. And what I've asked all my neighbors to do is to put a peace pole in front of their houses. And what we're saying to them is that we're going to designate our block, one block, a peace site, where no violence happens, no violence allowed here, no screaming allowed here, none of that, but a peace site. Imagine making peace sites in the city of Philadelphia all over. So I call on all the brothers and sisters here, all of you, to begin to say, go back to your block and begin to make your place a peace site. I talked to my dear pastor at my church, and I asked, will you also do a peace site there? And he said, yes, we'll have a peace site at our churches. There's a church up in Chestnut Hill that they were redoing the tile. I asked them, will you put peace haiku in the back of your church? They have peace haiku now in the back of the church. So you come, you leave the church, you read about peace done by our children. And you know, all of those benches around the parkway that are beat up and ragged and need to be painted, let us all, I hope you will go and call the mayor and say to the mayor and to politicians, let us paint those benches with the haiku of our children. We have all these beautiful peace haiku of our children. So when visitors come to a place called Philadelphia, they see peace every place they walk. Isn't that amazing? Think about that. Our children, and in the museums, we want to see peace every place, because this is not just one day of peace. This is about peace every day of our lives in a place called Philadelphia. So let's make this a peace city, huh? Let's make these peace sites, huh? Let us get on and say, this is Philadelphia, and we are about peace, not violence. We're about peace for our children on this earth. Can you say peace? Can you say peace? Can you say peace? Let's say peace. Peace! And let's keep peace always. I'm going to pass out the books for you. And also, I will give you my telephone number. And you give me your number so we can call you in 3 months. We want you every day to write something about peace. how you have encountered peace, how you've kept peace, how you maintain peace here in your bodies. Come on, people. You know, and that is about breathing, teaching our children how to breathe, you know, not from here, but from here. A perfect breath of peace. So I'm going to pass out the books to you now, and take good care. Thank you.
Just want to welcome up the students from the Memphis Street Academy. They have a special gift.